Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel here. Welcome back to our house here. We are back from our little 1 week vacation, and we're excited to get back to work here. We made a little bit of progress here, so mostly we're just working on little tiny things here. We're doing some outside stuff, some inside stuff. We have our cabinets ordered, the vanities, things like that. So while we wait for those to come here, we're just working on the small things. We're getting the showers, those waterproofed. We put in our mini split units. We're working on some interior lighting for our stairs, just doing things like that. Went ahead, we got the garage door put on. I'll show you that one. That turned out really nice. Yeah, let's kind of show you around the house, show you what we've done so far, and then we go ahead and get back to work. So let's go. Alright, so this is in the living room here. So here, this is the mini split unit there. This is a 12,000 BTU unit, and we put this one here in the living room because this is going to be heating and cooling most of the first floor here. The unit outside, we got that hooked up. The electrician came, got that all connected. Connected to the pipes. And what's nice about this DIY unit is I don't have to have the HVAC tech come out and fill the lines up with the coolant or anything like that. So yeah, it's real nice. Just connect it, turn it on, and it's ready to go. So these ones, this is a newer unit than the ones I did last year. A bit of an upgrade here. This one, it's super quiet. It's a lot more quiet than I thought it would be. So I did that one. And then come out here, we got the HRV system just kind of set up and just making sure everything's running right, everything is balanced, and yeah, it's running good. This one's pretty quiet too. Have a little drain hose here, just connected temporary, and connected all the pipes there. This one's coming from the outside, the fresh air, stale air going out to the bedrooms and bathrooms, things like that. And so far, it's a pretty quiet unit there. And come around here. Also see we got where is it? Yep, unit up there. That one's running really nice. Yeah, you can't really hear it, or you guys watching the video, you can't feel how warm it is. So yeah, we'll just keep moving on. We got the stair treads put in. These ones are really nice. This is the same color as the floor, but these ones just kind of, they're like heat bended around, so there's nice square on the stair tread there. And early day, I started getting the lights put on here for the stairs. So these are gonna be the cascading ones. So when you go up the stairs, go through the little motion sensor, then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of steps like that. Kind of lighten up as you go, so that's a pretty little neat feature. Yeah, just here in a little utility room, back to the stairs. I'll kind of show you these little light systems. It's a pretty cool little thing, but yeah, just drill the holes through, little wires come through. Connect those to a controller that will probably sit maybe on the wall here or something like that, maybe up on the top here. We put the tongue and groove boards along there. But yeah, that's a nice little system there. Let me bring you around to the garage for a second. Get this door open. Yeah, here in the garage, got this door put in here. This is just a really nice door to put in. The instructions were terrible, but the door went in really nice, and this is probably the smoothest opening door I think I've ever used. And yeah, this one, it's gonna have the garage door opener on the side there, a side mount, because I don't want to put the one that goes in the middle, just in case maybe you want to have some like storage above here. I don't want to take up all that space there or anything like that. And yeah, everything's turned out really nice here. Kind of have the scaffold set up in here, because you can see up here it's a 2x12 that's up there. But we're gonna build that out a little bit so it looks like a nice thick beam in there. Probably put some stain on it, and it's gonna look real nice when it's done. And let's see, what else we've been up to. Come out here. Kind of just looking out here. I don't want to go out there now because it's super windy. But these other guys, they've been working on getting the gravel and stuff put out there. Just like that nice crushed stone. Let's see, timber's out there inspecting. And those other guys are out there just kind of cleaning up some branches, taking limbs away, and things like that. Yeah, so that's kind of just update what we've been doing. I didn't film any of that part because it's not so fun to watch in the garage door be put up, or drilling holes in the stairs, or hanging up a mini split there. It's all pretty easy stuff. So anyways, I'll go ahead, get back on these lights, and yeah, get that connected, and I'll kind of show you what's going on with that one. And coming back here under the stairs, so all I did is really easy setup. Just drill little holes through the back of the steps there, put the wires through, and because there's a bunch of these extra wires, these long ones, just connect them, ran them all down, and then just kind of ran them behind the wall here. And then this is the like the control unit for this one. This is like how many steps you have and all that stuff. But just got a little tiny groove under there, fed the wires through, so that's gonna be nice and clean. And right next to it, this is the power unit. So that's gonna change it from 120 volts to 12 volts to power those lights there. Yeah, this is a super easy setup. And then under here, just did the cord for it, just to hook onto this outlet there. But yeah, I put like an extension cord in, turn it on. That's pretty cool. I'll do a little video of that when it's darker, maybe early in the morning, because right now you can't see it too well because it's really bright in the stairs. But yeah, this is a really easy setup. Got the sensors installed, and then just up there there's no little daylight sensor. But yeah, super easy setup on that one. So yeah, I'll do a little video when it's darker. So yeah, that's probably coming up next. Alright, so it's a little darker. Come around, kind of show you the stairs here. So underneath here, there's a little sensor, like I said before. So trip the sensor, and lights will come on. And all the way up there. So really like that one. And then coming down the steps, it'll do the same thing, but starting from the top and then coming down. And then when they turn off, then it does the opposite cascade effect. And all the way up. So yeah, really like that one. I put the daylight sensor on that so it doesn't just come on all the time, just when it's dark. So yeah, really cool feature there. And then moving on from the stairs, those are complete. Yesterday I started with the tile in here. So this is what we're putting up here. It's this kind of like marble kind of style tile with the black veins that you see there. Before we also put the red guard on there to kind of waterproof it. I think that stuff might be just like a marketing gimmick, but I don't know, people like to see it. I don't know if it helps too much. I've done plenty of bathroom remodels where the tile was just stuck right into the drywall. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it that way, but that tile, when I took it off, the walls, they were dry behind there. But yeah, the red guard is just kind of a little extra barrier, I guess. Yeah, that's going up there. This is dry now, so I can take that off, and then a little bit later I'll start on the sides there. And then just while I was working on that one, those other guys, they were busy putting up the barn doors because that order came in. So this is the one for the pantry here. I really like how this is turning out. Gives a lot of I don't know, extra space, not having a door there, just having the barn door. And running over here to the laundry room. Kind of same thing over here with the barn door. This one turned out really nice. And we didn't get these ones in a color. We just got them just in like the natural wood. So in case, I don't know, maybe new owners wouldn't want the like black or white color, you can kind of go ahead and just stain it whatever color you like. Or just leave it a natural wood. Yeah, it opens up really nice and smooth. And we made it so it just kind of like stops around the end, doesn't poke over. And this one we had to go ahead and put this piece of wood up there, that 1x6, just because none of these holes lined up with any of the studs. And they come with these kind of little like cheapo plastic drywall anchors. And I don't really trust those things to hold up this big door and having it open and close so many times. Those things will just probably fall out of the wall. So they're in the wood, and then that wood is screwed into the studs there. yeah, there's that. So let's go outside. Got a couple more things that we need to unpack and bring into the house. Yeah, look in here, got a ton of stuff. This big box here, ignore that one. That's for my house. It's a new little mini bathtub. But here we got another folding barn door. We got some vanities up here, some sinks, another vanity. Yeah, just all kinds of stuff. So we can get this unloaded and come back in a second. And behind me here, I forgot about this big old stack here. So all this stuff is our kitchen cabinets. It's all flat packed because these are ready to assemble cabinets. These are new to me this year. Usually I get the ones that are already assembled, but these ready to assemble ones have a whole bunch of different, a lot more like choices and colors than what I can pick up at the store already assembled. And they seem like they probably have better materials, a little bit stronger and nicer, and probably better like finishes on them than what I usually get from the store. So that'll probably be maybe tomorrow we'll get those assembled. Yeah, coming back here into the bathroom. It's the next day here. Maybe it's a little hard to see because it's kind of dark in here, but yeah, this is all done here. This is all dried up. Put the metal bullnose edge on that side, and for our corner over here, so I went ahead with this square corner. Everything's set up real nicely there. All the holes that were for the faucet there and like the shower head, got those cut out. Didn't break the tile, which is always nice. Holes came out good, everything lined up. So I'm gonna probably give it one more day, just for everything to dry, and we'll get this cleaned up and put the grout in there. Yeah, bathroom is almost done. Only thing left in here is to get the toilet installed, but that's gonna be for the plumber. And then gotta get the vanity put in, and those guys are out there getting that assembled right now. So let's go take a look at that one. So going back into the bathroom, these guys are able to finish this little vanity here, put it together. So it's a nice one. I like the top here of the sink. It's not like a plastic one. It's a nice porcelain one, so super strong, like that. This is a pretty cool one here for this vanity. So kind of slides open. I think that kind of goes with like the barn door theme that we have going on. And under here, the pipes are actually put too far over, so half the pipes are here, and the other pipe is in like behind the drawer. But I'll leave that problem for the plumber. Let him have fun with that and get that figured out. And drawers here, nice little drawers. I like those ones. But yeah, and then we have the fixtures for up here, but that's the plumber's job. Let him do that. And before we put this in here, we're gonna go ahead and put in just the baseboard under here in the corner, because we probably won't be able to do that when it's in there. And I just realized now I forgot one piece of tile there, so I'm gonna go and get that cut out. But yes, I think that's probably gonna do it for now. We're gonna start the weekend, and yeah, get back to this in a couple days.